everybody. I wanted to do a little video on some of the stuff that's growing in the garden at the moment. It's about the middle of July 2023, and there's a couple of things happening, and I'm really excited about it. So let's show you what's going on. So here are my beautiful black eye Susans. They have really popped in this area. And right behind it, we've got some Mexican petunias, but they haven't really done what I hoped that they would do this year. They usually are really tall and full of purple flowers, so maybe they'll be coming in a couple of weeks. Right next to it is what they call a autumn sage, a beautiful red flower. Let me see if I can. Right there, hummingbirds just love this. I had this bush here for years, and it just kept growing and growing, and I'm really excited at the fact that it's just, I love how it, here's a little sidewalk to the backyard, and so she's just cascading, and if I didn't cut her, she would have been like way over here. So I'm really excited about that she's really happy there. And you can almost tell when flowers are really happy in their spaces and the bushes and shrubs and stuff like that, because they perform for you. Over here we've got these 4 beautiful rings of stones, and I've placed some impatiens in them. I've got some beautiful fuchsias, reds and whites, and they are doing really nicely here, as you can see. I brought these little, I guess it would be Pathway Light, solar light. I don't know what they would call it, just like little pathway lights that I brought from Temu, and I thought I was gonna get, they would come with 4, but I misread. It came with 1, so I'm hoping to get 2 more here so I can put it in between, and it's very beautiful at nighttime. And so I'm kind of really excited how this area is coming out really nicely over here. Let's go over here. I have this creeping Jenny, and she is showing out. How lush and how gorgeous is this chartreuse color, and I'm really excited about how that's just, I just left it alone. I've never done anything to it. In the winter it almost looked like it was dying out, but she's done really well there. Over here on this side, I've got these beautiful dahlias. This is my first time, my first year really working with dahlias at this level with these tubers. As you can see right here, I've heard people say to snap these off. I've done some, and the others I've left them alone because I'm just not familiar, or I'm not experienced enough to see what's going on. I've got a couple of them here, blooming here, and one that's about to bloom here, and I snapped the little stems there, so I'm hoping that that'll kind of pick up really nicely there. They look really happy here. Last year I had a blue hydrangea sitting in this area, but it had gotten so big and so heavy that it needed a room to breathe, so I moved her out into the reflecting garden back there, and so now we just have these beautiful dahlias. Anyway, I've got just a beautiful, oh my gosh, my brain just went to a blank. I can't remember, sorry, but I just put that in a pot that's just sitting there, so looking really nicely. And I just recently, I did not do a good job with the video, but last couple of weeks we've had some Japanese beetles do a number on my knockout roses. They've been eating them like crazy, and that's not a good example, but they eat at them, and they almost make them what they call skeleton. Here's a perfect example here. Like, they've eaten them, and they just really do a big damage. And here is a Japanese beetle. if you can see him right there. See if I can zoom out a little bit. Bad guy. So I've got a bag with from Safer Guard, I think it is. Safer Guard. It's just like a bag with this hormonal odor that allows these Japanese beetles to come in and just fall into this bag and really take them away from my garden areas of my roses. Anyway, looks really rough, but I'm never had any of that issue in all of my 17 years being here in this home. And these knockout roses have been here for a good, I would say 11, maybe 12 years, all just, you know, being eaten this year. Never seen that happen before. Let's go this way really quickly. Just wanted to show you. Same here. This is another knockout rose, and they've been just destroyed by these Japanese beetles. So you can tell, really rough, really rough. Just, they've been eating all of them. Like, see if I can show you how bad they've gotten. You see how that is? So, I've had a friend that I follow on Instagram. I think it's called The Organized Homemaker, and she gave me a really nice tip of getting soap and water in a jar, in a bottle or something, and just tap them slowly, softly, and they fall right in. All right, this is the John and Mary garden. I've talked about this one a couple times, so I don't really want to go through anything here. So it's just quite softly. Things are just phasing out in certain areas, and others are starting to bloom. This one just bloomed this morning. This is a lily, and another one is about to bloom here really nicely. We have some black eye Susans here. We've had some cone flowers here, but they are, I think they're just struggling here. I gave them water, but I'm not really sure what's going on there. I've got some Mexican petunias back here against the white fence, and they didn't do really. They were not happy last year, and when I transplanted them. So I don't know what's going on. I've given them some food and stuff like that in the beginning of the springtime, but I don't think I can give it any more than what I've done so far. They're supposed to be drought tolerant, really supposed to do really well in rough areas. That's about the gist of well, let me explain what's happened here. We celebrated my daughter's birthday last weekend, and we had this 20 by 10 tent, and that night after the party, thank goodness it didn't rain throughout the entire event, but that night it rained, and on the tarp, or the tent part, fabric was pooling with water, and it ended up collapsing the whole tent. And so I am strategically just trying to surgically break it down and you know, try to break it out and throw it in the trash. So that's what's happening there. And once that's all out of the way, I'll be able to put back my my pergola and put it back over here on the slab. I will do another video of the reflecting garden back there another time, but I'm just really just chilling, enjoying the things that are happening. I have to really quickly show you this beautiful green jewel echinacea or coneflower that are in bloom. These guys took forever to bloom, and they're just so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? I got these from Proven Winners, and I'm really happy that they are just coming up and out and blooming. It took them a little bit longer than these other guys over here. This one is called, I think it's just a ruby red. I can't remember. A ruby giant. That's what it was called. But they're just starting to kind of fade out. I don't know if it's on purpose. I don't know. I thought they last a little bit longer. And here is a garden phlox, but this one's a dwarf garden phlox. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that pretty? Alright guys, I don't have very much more. Oh, well, I didn't really want to talk about this stuff over here, but these are things that I planted fairly new. This one was given to me by my neighbor, Miss Alom, and she gave me these common globe amaranths last year, and they were in a pot, but they did not come back in the pot as I had hoped. So she gave me some new ones this year, and I planted them in the ground, and I'm hoping that they will do really, really well and spread for next year. Just spread their little seed pods and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot I planted this Veronica. As you can see, Bumblebee having fun there, which I'm really happy to see those guys doing. They're having some fun work here. And I think that's about it. That's what's going on in this little section of my garden. I will, I plan to do the reflecting garden at some point later on in the, maybe tomorrow I'll do that. But I'm really excited about some of the things that are still strong and blooming. Of course, I'm still learning, still pushing testing new plants, things that are a little bit more drought resistant and a little bit more just fun in the garden. So it's one of those learning processes. So thank you so much for watching my video today. I appreciate you, and talk with you guys on the next one. Bye.